Good morning, everybody. Hey, this is Darnell Crittenden from DCN Networks and Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit subscribe. And leave your notification on so you will not miss DTV at its best. And again, this is my Tuesday morning updates. I want to pay homage and respect to one of the most iconic characters in Hollywood, television series, in fact, around the world. Okay, so we just lost Paul Rubin, and if in case anybody know who Paul Rubin is, he has an alter ego. He goes by the name of Pee Wee Herman. Okay, so I want to pay homage, I want to pay honor, I want to pay respect to one of the most iconic guys that you can ever know, one of the most funniest guys you ever know as far as what he does. Okay, so for starters, I want to give a huge Tuesday morning shout out to the Pee Wee family, his friends, his loved ones. This guy's huge. I usually say billions, but in this case, he's surpassed that to all the trillions of fans around the world, including myself, Mr. Paul Rubin, aka Pee Wee Herman. Thank you. We love you. We miss you. I'm sure right now you up there with God and just making all the angels just laugh, man. You know, how do I want to remember Pee Wee Herman? Well, for starters, he started off in the mid '80s. I think maybe in the mid 83 or 84, something like that. I know he started his career off in the mid '80s. Okay. Pee Wee Herman was born August 27, 1952, and he died July 30th, 2023. So he just, this is just recent. This is recent. And, you know, what can I say about him? Two things I could say about Pee Wee Herman. I'm gonna be honest with you. One, he was nice. He was nice. I guess what I'm saying is he was nice and weird. Okay, and I mean that in a good, humble way. What I mean by nice, I don't think this guy would hurt a fly. I don't think this guy would. If he gets mad, you can't really notice. I would think this guy, he's the kind of guy he gonna put like Robin Williams and a lot of greats before him. He's gonna put a smile on your face. And what I mean by that, he puts a smile on everybody's face from all ages, good and bad, big and tall, great and small. But these are some of the things that I remember about Pee Wee Herman. I think the first movie he did was Pee Wee's Adventure. This goes back somewhere within the mid 80s. Back then the 80s was going on. I ain't gonna lie, I missed it. If I had a time machine right now, I would love to go back to the 80s and 90s. Because the way things here right now, it's messed up. But it ain't about me, it's about this guy right here. I remember his first movie. In fact, I remember his first two movies. His first movie, I'm going to say this brief. Every time I do a eulogy, and again, to Pee Wee's family, friends, to the billions around the world, if anybody is in this party right now, please block Pee Wee Herman Crittenden. I know who that is, Bobby. I know who it is. I'm not going to get mad because I kind of grew up watching this guy when I was growing up, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to get this off my chest right now. If you ain't got no respect for me, if you ain't got no respect for this show, if you ain't got no respect for yourself, that's fine. And I hope that's why I date my shows. So that way YouTube get an idea of what's going on. If you ain't got no respect for the deceased and for you to troll his name with my name on this show, I hope they find your account. I hope they block your stupid ass. You ain't got no, that's the point I'm trying to make. You ain't even got no respect for the deceased, man. I hate that shit. But you want to know what? On the behalf of Pee Wee Herman, as far as his fans, his friends, to the millions around the world, you know, and I'm going to continue this eulogy because I just started this eulogy. You know what? And if that's true, and if he's going to the gates of hell, you ain't too far behind him. Your ass gonna go to hell for fact, because you ain't got no respect for the deceased, man. And that pisses me off. But you know what? Like my boss always said, everybody gets a turn. I get a turn. Pee Wee got his turn. I'm pretty sure he's up there in heaven right now making all the angels laugh. And as far as you, Bobby, you're sitting up here trolling on his name and my name, I hope your ass go to hell. In fact, when you go to hell, and believe me, and I'm taking this very seriously right now, when your ass do go to hell, I'm not going to have no remorse, no pity, no emotions, none of that. And believe me, your time is going to come. I can't say it's going to come today. I can't say it's going to come tomorrow. But when it does, and believe me, when it does, you deserve it. You will respect this eulogy. You will respect this show. And if you don't like it, man, get the fuck out of here. It ain't about you. And again, to my viewers out there, I apologize that if I have any, by all means, if I have any moderators in here, block him out. See, you too fucking dumbfounded. Why you think I date the shows? So when YouTube finds this, when YouTube look at this, and when they look at your account, and when they look at your profile and all that stuff, dude, your time's coming. You ain't even got no respect for the deceased. And that shit really pisses me off. Your time coming, brother. Your time's coming. But I'm not going to argue with you no more, but I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get back to Pee Wee Herman because I'm about to continue my eulogy, and I got things to do. Like I said the last time on my show, my offer still stands. Because as long as you keep putting up that troll shit, as long as you keep putting up that negativity, as long as you keep doing what you're doing, the only thing you're doing, you're making me look good. And I'm sure Pee Wee Herman up there in heaven right now looking at your stupid ass. You only making me look good. That's all. My offer still stands. It still stands. You want to keep trolling? I'm going to keep doing this show. You want to end my show once and for all? I already told you. It still stands. And the only way that's going to work, the only way I'm going to get rid of this show because of you, you know what the offer is. But as long as you keep doing that, as long as you keep putting up them stupid ass comments, especially on the deceased, all you is a monkey, fart, rat bastard son of a bitch that lives in your mom's basement fucking blow up dolls. And to make matters even worse, you is the biggest fucking coward I ever know. For every time you put that up, you a coward. For every time you say stupid shit, you a coward. For every time you have no respect for the deceased, you a coward. For every little dumbass thing you do, like I said, you got an IQ of a fucking rat stuck on a trap. All you is a fucking coward. And the only thing you doing in the end is making me look good. So keep putting this shit up. Only thing you doing, you is a fucking coward. Because cowards hide behind their words. Not me, man. I believe in confrontation. But you know what? I wasted enough time with you. So keep putting up that coward shit. We all know what the B stands for. So you want to be a coward? You want to be a bitch? Go right ahead. Because only thing you're doing, all you is a fucking coward. You know, you should change that B to a P because, tell you the truth, technically you's a pussy. So you don't stand a chance with me. So keep putting up that shit because the only thing you're doing is proving my point. You is a fucking coward. And if I'm wrong, prove me wrong. Take my offer. You got two choices. You can keep putting that shit up, knowing in the end I'm proving my point, and you're proving to the world that you're a fucking coward, or grow a set, or at least try to grow one, and take my offer. Two choices, one decision, you decide. And I'm gone from there. And again, I apologize for the conduct on my show. Okay? So, any moderators in the room, get them in, put his ass in the box. Back to what I was saying as far as about Pee Wee Herman is concerned. Pee Wee Herman, to me, I think, like I said, he's nice, he's weird, but again, I'm not gonna lie, I grew up watching with him. I grew up watching this guy, man. He's funny, man. He'll put a smile on your face, but I got other pictures of him as well. Just to get that out the way right now. Let's see, we got other pictures. Check this guy out. This is him. I guess this is him when he was like, I don't know, maybe like on this picture, I say probably in his early 20s, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna say. And by the way, all these pictures, I'm not gonna lie, shout out goes out to Facebook community. I'm not gonna lie, I did took a few of these pictures off Facebook. It was at the last minute, so I'm just giving you my little, collage on how I think about the guy. I think he's pretty cool. But yeah, I'll say this is about him in his, I'll say mid 20s, early 20s, early 30s. What else I got on him? Here we go. Yeah, that's him. I'll blow it up. As you can see, that's Pee Wee's Playhouse. There it is. This was a Saturday morning cartoon show back in the mid early 80s. I'm gonna go with say 83 to 80, somewhere between 83, 87 at the most. And a lot of people know that when you watch Pee Wee Playhouse, you also have some other guests on there besides him. You got this guy named Cowboy Carl. And Cowboy Carl, believe it or not, he played by Lawrence Fishburne. And that's when Lawrence Fishburne was back in the days. I say he was like same, maybe like in his early 20s and 30s. Then you got, because I did do a little research. Then you got William Marshall. And for those who don't know who William Marshall is, back in the days, he played the original Blackula. Yes, and he was on the show, and he portrayed the king of cartoons. And you got Blackula on the Pee Wee Herman show playing the king of cartoons. And what he does, he got his little crown on, his little suit on. He get the remote, he walk up to the TV, and then for the next 3 minutes, you get to watch a cartoon at random. I thought that was pretty cool. But, you know what, I'm going to leave that up for another minute. But Pee Wee Herman did 2 movies. He did Pee Wee's Adventure. I'll bring that up to speed right now. I forgot when that movie came out. He did an adventure where, as you can see, I'm gonna blow it up. I'm just gonna blow it up right quick. Hold on. I'm gonna blow it up. You can't really see the bike that well, but he has a red bike. And out of all his prized possessions in the world, he loved this bike. He got on the goofy little helmet or whatever. And in Pee Wee Herman's Adventure, he gets on the bike. Good morning, James Preston. How are you? Super sad to hear he was a success back in the days. I'm explaining that right now. Do me a favor. If you're a moderator on my show, the guy that's trolling says Pee Wee Crittenden, he go by the name of Bobby B. I made you a moderator. Put that no good motherfucking hermaphrodite rat bastard son of a bitch in the box, man. Just block him, man. Every time he comes up, just block him. But again, shout out goes out to James Preston, to his family, to your kid, man. Always a pleasure, always an honor having you on the show. That's why I'm doing my eulogy right now about Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, he needed. Yeah, you know what? He don't need to get a life. He need to get an afterlife. That motherfucker deserved to be dead. But I'm not gonna rag the show about him because right now I'm talking about somebody that I grew up with back in the days, aka Paul Rubin, Pee Wee Herman. But back to what I was saying, as far as Pee Wee Adventure, because he did 2 movies, then he did other movies besides that. He did his adventures, he rode his bike, got into all kinds of crazy stuff. And in the movie, get the chance to see it. Thank you so much. Prince Unique, thank you so much. To the Unique One, as a matter of fact, my party's open right now. Put his ass in the box, man. He ain't got, this is what I'm saying, he ain't got no respect for the show. Again, not trying to wrap the show around him, because as far as I'm concerned, he can fucking die. No offense towards Pee Wee Herman. I know you up in heaven. I'm talking about the rat bastard that's trolling this show right now. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I hate repeating myself, but he just got me so frustrated because I really want to set this eulogy up right. I'm going to put my heart into it and go from there. Pee Wee Herman, again, did adventure. And in the movie, he was on the search of finding his bike. And it turned out in the end, he did find his bike. I thought that was pretty cool. And then he also did Pee Wee's Big Top, where he joined the circus and did all kinds of fun and adventures on that. But he did other things too, and a lot of people may or may forgot. Okay, he did a cameo appearance right now. He did a cameo appearance back in the days on 227. That's Pee Wee Herman, yes, and that's Miss Jackie back in the days, and he was a special guest on that show. All right, just to let everybody know what else he did. He also did, he also did, yes, that's Pee Wee Herman again. He also teamed up, what is her name? I think her name is Cassandra Richardson, I think. Elmira. Yeah, he was a guest on Elmira. You think that's something? I'll go further than that. Not only was he a guest on Elmira, oh no, he was also teamed up with the Big Show. Yeah, as you know, he was teamed up with the Big Show. Yeah, that's when Raw had special guests for that night, and they was like the general manager for one night and Big Show. And again, shout out goes out to Paul White, aka the Big Show. So yeah, he teamed up with the Big Show, which I thought that was cool. I loved that, by the way. Okay, let me see what else I can pull out. I'm not done there. He also, I'm gonna go there. He also played in the DC universe. Yes, he played in it twice. The first time he played as Oswald Cobblepot. In case y'all know, he's played Oswald Cobblepot's father in Batman Returns. The second time he portrayed the role, the second time is Oswald Cobblepot's father in the television series Gotham. He nailed it. So he didn't play Cobblepot, he played Oswald Cobblepot's father, his dad, which I thought that was very, very, very cool. Okay, and what else he did? Okay, let me pull up some more shit. And as you can see, that's him just in the mirror, getting all pimped out, whatever, trying to get ready for whatever adventure you're gonna go with. So that's him. I figured I want to grab that at random. And last but not least, and I saved this picture for last. This is the reason why I saved this picture for last. In the upper left-hand corner, that's pretty much how he looks now before he died. And this second picture over to the right, I think he was either in Pee Wee's Adventure or Big Top. Now at the bottom left-hand corner, you see, I forgot that actress name, but he also played in Buffy the Vampire Slayer as one of the nerdy vampires. Yes. And on the lower right-hand corner, he also portrayed the voice of the alien spaceship Flight of the Navigator. As you can see, you got the little boy right there. I forgot that actor's name. And then you see the little robot drone next to him. Yeah, he also played the voice of the little robot drone in the alien spaceship Flight of the Navigator, a Disney classic. Don't have it. When I get it, I'm definitely going to get it. And now I come to think of it, I need to start getting a couple of Pee Wee Herman movies to add to my collection. So this is just some of the things I want y'all to know about this guy, man. What else? Is there anything else? That's about it. So we're gonna put the camera back on that, and then we're gonna zoom it back in. And there we go. Yes. I think on Pee Wee's Playhouse, he did. I think he did maybe like 1, 2, 3. He did like 2 seasons. He did 2 seasons of Pee Wee's Playhouse, and then after that, that's when he just branched out his career. So yeah, no, you didn't believe that? No, I'll pull it up one more time. Hold on. Yeah, I'll pull that picture up one more time. I keep telling y'all, what do y'all want to see on the Spidey 09 show? This one right here, I'll pull it up one more time. I'll pull that up one more time. Yeah. So yeah, in the lower left-hand corner, Prince Unique. And by the way, my party's open right now. You can come in at any time you want. I'm gonna extend this show for another 10 more minutes. Yeah, and you can see, I forgot that girl's name. When I get the chance, I'm gonna find out what her name is. But you see Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She bought the steak. The nerdy vampire, Pee Wee Herman, aka, and he played the nerdy vampire, and I saw the movie Buffy the Vampire Slayer, by the way, and then she stabbed him with the steak. He's acting all nerdy Pee Wee style, being all sarcastic and shit. That shit was funny, but what got me, and I did a research on that, and I didn't know it all at first, when he played the alien drone, the voice inside Disney's Flight of the Navigator. So yeah, that's why I pulled all this up. So basically, Pee Wee got a hell of a history next to him. He did it all, man. I like about, I'm gonna put the picture back up. Give me a second. I think, and Prince, you think that's something? I'll pull this up right quick. This is him when he was younger. I'm gonna say he was like maybe in his like in his early 20s, no later than his mid 30s. So between early 20s, mid 30s, that's how he looked before he changed his hairstyle. I keep telling everybody, oh, what do you want to see on the Spidey 09 show? I tell anybody, information is just as facts. It's important. Information to me is just as valuable as money. That's what I was trying to say. As long as you have all the facts. Now with me, I'm not gonna lie, I did my little homework this morning, but these are facts. Like it or not, they're facts. I think the picture I'm gonna put up right now, we're gonna put this one up. Yeah, we're gonna keep it new. We're gonna put this one up. So yeah, and I'll blow this up. That's him. Paul Rubin, Pee Wee Herman. Now you notice his hairstyle's a little different on this one, 1952, yep, August 27, just recently, August 27, 1952, and he died July 30th, 2023. And from what I heard, he died of cancer. Now, what kind of level of cancer, that I don't know. But he did die of cancer, and he died at the age of 70 years old. And again, if you lived in the 80s, I don't know, I lived in 65, but if you lived in the 80s, you had a lot of good television show hosts back in the days. Even back in the mid 70s, you had a lot of great, back then cartoons was going on. Okay, and when I watched it, Pee Wee Herman back in the days, he used to be on Channel 2, and then I was one of those teens back then, get up in the morning, 7:30, and watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles back on Channel 2 here in Chicago. Watch that. I watched Pee Wee Herman's Playhouse. I watched what else? The New Adventures of Scooby-Doo. You name it, I watched it. I was a part of it. Yeah, I grew up in that era. And Pee Wee was no exception. You know, whether it was back in the days, whether it was Bozo Circus here in Chicago, the Ray Rayner Show here in Chicago, I'll go there. He fit the line of all these characters. Kukla, Flan, and Arlie, Howdy Doody. I'm going way back into the time machine. Howdy Doody, the original Mickey Mouse Club back in 1956. Okay, and I was born in 65, so I just happened to watch reruns back then. Shoot. He goes way further back than that, you know. Sometimes he did a little Clutch Cargo reruns and stuff like that. So, but this list goes on and on and on. And he was that guy, you know. He was part of that, you know, of that pulp culture as far as entertaining and television, and he was nationwide, you know. And he been on the Johnny Carson show too many times. I think he been on Johnny Carson maybe like twice in his younger days. He was on David Letterman twice. I think he was on Arsenio Hall maybe once or twice. Every television broadcast show that had a late night host, he was on there at least more than 2 to 3 times. Okay. And he did a lot of cameos. A lot of cameos. So that's as far as the knowledge of what I know, and as far as some of the research that I found out about him. But personally, again, when I think of Pee Wee Herman, like I said, he was just nice, sweet, but weird, but in a good, honest kind of weird. And he put the smile of trillions and trillions of children and adults around the world. But the favorite thing I like about Pee Wee Herman, and especially if you watch his movies, watch Pee Wee Herman's Adventure and watch Pee Wee Herman's Big Top. When he does the big shoe dance, this is how I know you a fan. This is how I know if you really knew this guy. He does the big shoe dance. He put on these big ass white shoes, and he plays the song called Tequila Dun 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 Dun. Yeah, he does that. He does that. So when he put on them big white shoes, oh, he about to act a fool. Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I think MTV back in the day, they did a video one time on the Pee Wee Herman dance. I forgot who did the video. I'm going to do more research on that in the near future, but he was on MTV, I think, once. And they did a dance called the Pee Wee Herman, and when he pulled out them big ass white shoes, boy, he about to act a fool. But yeah, you definitely want to check that out. Do some research, YouTube it. I don't care if you don't believe me. YouTube that shit. Type in Pee Wee Herman dance, and you can see, you'll see a couple of little random videos, and there's one where he did one on MTV and got on this suit. He gonna grab a box or something, but you better believe if you see him with these big ass white shoes, he about to act a damn fool for real. So I'm just letting y'all know right now. But in any case, that's how I remember him, and the crazy shit he done. But all I can say is he is an American treasure. In fact, he is a world treasure. And if you grew up back in the mid 80s, 90s, you know, he did it all, man. And I guess what I'm really trying to say from the bottom of my heart, man, it can never be another one like him. Nobody can't duplicate, implicate, or replicate what this guy can do. You know, and he lists the line of all the good that came into the world as far as entertainment, man. You know, and again, in some of his movies, you know, I never see, you know, even when he's mad, he jokes it off. He really jokes it off. And he's in my party right now, the unique one himself, Prince Unique. Thank you so much. I'm going to extend this show for another 5 more minutes. Thank you. So if there's any questions you want to know, if there's anything you want me to answer, you have the floor. Now it's your time. And to let everybody know right now, this month, my PlayStation subscription is going to expire. Hopefully, I will be back online between now and no later than October, which I'm going to bring up more details after this small little eulogy. But you in the party right now. Welcome to the show like always. My show is your show. So if there's a couple of things you want to say, be my guest.
Yes, blessings to you, man.
It's always a blessing to you too. Again, welcome to the show, man. My show is always your show.
Yeah, I didn't know. I saw most of those things.
Mm.
I saw most of those
Mm. Yes, the Flight of the Navigator. Yeah, he was like the. Yeah. No, you had it right. Yeah, he. If you see that movie, it's old school. It was by Disney, and he was like the little boy that was in the alien spaceship trying to fly around and shit. And you had like this little drone that's trying to help him fly the ship. Back in his younger days, he played the voice of the alien computer in Flight of the Navigator. Yes, that was him. I didn't know that either until I did the research. Yeah, that was him. Yes, that was him. Yes, and I liked it, Flight of the Navigator. I mean, I think I watched that. I think I was like 11, if not 12 years old when my parents took me to go see that, and it's cool. Those was like Disney made classic movies. I think Pee Wee started off young. I think like in his early 20s.
Right.
You know, and like I told you once before, I don't know if you knew. You know Lawrence Fishburne, a.k.a. Morpheus from Matrix.
Yeah.
Back in the days when they had Pee Wee's Playhouse, it was this cowboy on there named Cowboy Carl. And he played Cowboy Carl on Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Right.
Yes, and then you got William Marshall, a.k.a. Blackula, back in the days, back in the 70s and shit. He also played the king of cartoons. So Pee Wee had a couple of brothers on the show to represent, which I got love for him on that, man. But yeah, he did, man. So, I mean, you know. Yeah, like I said, I knew he did that, but I didn't know that's why I had to do extra research, because I didn't know he played the voice of the alien robot on Flight of the Navigator. Yeah, that was him. You know, and I remember some parts of the movie where the boy found the spaceship and he couldn't get out, and the only way he can get out unless he have to fly certain places or whatever, and Pee Wee have to be the AI alien for that spaceship, because the kid's like 10 years old. He don't know what the hell he's doing. Only anybody know more about the ship was the alien navigator that was in that ship. So, which I'm gonna have to find that movie. That's a classic, by the way. Any old school movies back in the mid 70s, 80s are classics. I'm not trying to change the subject. Escape from Witch Mountain, Flight of the Navigator. I think my favorite one is a sci-fi movie called The Black Hole, where you got this little robot and they fighting in space and all that shit.
Right.
Certain things I like, and the man has a hell of a track record, man. A very hell of a track record. And again, I want to apologize to you and everybody to the show, but I can't even run a decent show when you got assholes coming on here and don't have no respect for the deceased. Now you see why I date my shows. So when YouTube catches ass, then you know why. That, you know, I had my mind set on good things about the show. In the end, he ain't gonna ruin it. I'm glad you step in and put his ass in the box or whatever.
Put him on time.
Put him on time out every time. It's 300 seconds every time. Do it again. Continuously do that over and over again, because that, like I said, man, keep doing it. Keep doing it. If you can, just keep doing it until the end of the show. But like I said, you know, that pisses me off, man. I hate when people, especially him, man, and I don't want to revolve the show around him, but I'm going to say this, man. It really pisses me off when you don't have respect for the deceased. When his time comes, and again, I don't wish nothing bad on nobody. God's still working on me. Some motherfuckers deserve to die. And I don't want to ruin Pee Wee's moment or whatever on this eulogy, but some motherfuckers deserve to die. When his time comes, I ain't going to have no remorse for him. In fact, I'm going to laugh my fucking ass off. I am. Because that's pathetic, man.
just craving attention.
Get a fucking dog.
That needs to be treated in a sense where, like, they don't exist.
As far as I can.
Besides treatment, they don't actually get the picture or the idea that, they can't,
I try not to, but see, like I said, it ain't the fact he got under my skin. Okay, in a way he does. But when you start disrespecting the deceased, you ain't got, I'm saying this guy, he ain't got no morals. No morals, no respect. When you start disrespecting the dead, God gonna shorten your fucking life. And I just keep it 100, dude. Dude, all I can say is about this guy, Bobby B, whoever his name is, all I can say about this man is he is a fucking coward. Because I'll tell Prince, I can't stand people that don't have respect for life. I hate that shit. When you don't have no respect for life, when you don't have no respect for death, when you don't have no respect for yourself, I'm gonna go there. I'm sorry, dude. I try my best to be a positive person, but at the same time, I gotta be me. I don't have no respect for that guy. As far as I'm concerned, man, he shouldn't even be fucking conceived. His ass shouldn't even exist. So, and I can be very heartless when I want to be. And like I say it once, I'll say it again. God's still working on me. But at the same time, at least with me, I tell the truth. I tell the truth. And I'm going to stand by my truth, because guys like him, or anybody like him, when you don't have respect for life, death, or yourself, I honestly don't give a fuck about you at all. And I don't give a damn about this guy. But enough for him. As far as I'm concerned, his time will come, and when it does, I'm gonna laugh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna laugh. I'm going to deliberately laugh.
And that's the thing with people who act like that. They don't know that they are symbolizing themselves. But when he's doing anything, he didn't say anything to him because how because how he acts towards other individuals. He's symbolizing himself.
Oh, I agree. Oh yeah. You know what? Like my mama always told me, God look out for babies and fools. In this case, he don't deserve to be looked at. I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. Especially when you start disrespecting the deceased, man. I have a problem with that, because one thing about life that I know, man, and I have said this catchphrase, I haven't said it in a long time, but I'm gonna say it right now. Everybody has a date with a deadline. Everybody. You, me, him, everybody. And when when my time comes, that's fine. But when that person's time comes and they don't have no respect for the preservation of all life is concerned, I have no respect for you. I definitely have no respect for him. That's what I'm trying to say. But you get the general point. I have no respect for him. Life, freedom, pursuit of happiness, all that matters. To all sentient beings, to everything. Don't want to sound like I'm scientific or none, as the words of Leonard Nimoy, the late great Dr. Spock, live long and prosper. And if you really think about it, that's how life's supposed to be. Live long and prosper. Shout out goes out to the late great Leonard Nimoy. Shout out again goes out to Paul Rubin, aka Pee Wee Herman. And again, when I see Pee Wee Herman, and that's what he did. He lived this life He's in heaven and he's prospering. Okay? And I meant what I said earlier in the show. Ain't nobody else gonna do what this guy do. I'm talking about Pee Wee Herman. Ain't nobody else gonna do what he do. And guess what I'm saying? There will never be another one like him. You know, there'll never be another one like him. There'll never be another Pee Wee Herman. There'll never be another Kobe Bryant. There'll never be another Tony Bennett. There'll never be another one like these guys. Okay? Nobody can do what they can do. And then you got to think, at 70 years old, man, we're living in a time now, you be lucky if you make it past 50. Knocking on wood, knocking on my glass table right there. If you made it past 50, you did something right. You did something right. And I'm telling you, Prince, I'll say this to anybody, man. And, you know, we're going to leave out with our final comments. I'm going to do my shout-outs and I'm going to end the show. I don't expect nobody to be perfect. This guy ain't nowhere near perfect. In fact, he's imperfect. But
yeah, we all are.
You know, we are. Me too. But at least I'm aware of what I do. I don't think he does. Right. Again, I don't expect nobody to be perfect. But damn it, if a person ain't right, if you ain't right with me or yourself or just whatever the situation may be, I don't have no respect for you, man. I ain't perfect. Lord, God knows I ain't perfect. I'm still working. I mean, I'm not. But I try my damnness to be right.
Yeah.
You know, like somebody was asking me the other day, Officer D, you don't look 57 years old. Do I be 58 in December? The way I look, not trying to change the subject, what I do is I surrender my life to God every day, keep my fucking ass out of trouble. That's the secret. That's the secret. For me, that's the secret. The world knows, now they know. But in any case, we getting back to Pee Wee Herman because I'm about to wrap this show up, and at the same time, I'm going to give out little mid shout-outs before ending the show. So again, I apologize to Pee Wee's family, to his friends, to his loved ones, to the trillions around the world, including myself, man. You keep in mind, I grew up watching the damn guy my damn self. Thank you, Paul Rubin's family. We love you. We miss you. You know, you will be solidified and embedded in our hearts for beyond, forever, and further beyond. Okay, so and I mean that, man. I mean that. That's why I want to make this a special Tuesday morning update show. So let me give out little brief shout outs right quick. The shout outs start out for starters, let's go out to the unique one himself, Prince Unique. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. To Larry Leonard, you texted me the other day. You say you wanted me to do a eulogy remembering Pee Wee Herman. If you're watching this, I'm doing it now. Shout out goes out to you. To James Preston, thank you for being a part of the show. Shout out goes out to you. To my West Side family, the Redmonds, shout out goes out to you. To my immediate family, the Crittens Colognes, shout out goes out to you. To the love of my life, Demetri Gann Johnson, future Mrs. Crittenden, and everybody out in Gary and Hobart, Indiana, and the Johnson headquarters, shout out goes out to you. To my 11 grandkids, my greatest treasures in the world that I admire so much, shout out goes out to you. Who else I need to give a shout out to? To the dangerous one himself, DDG, Dangerous Danny Garcia, shout out goes out to you. To my other brother, Alex the Lone Wolf Thorne, shout out goes out to you. And by the way, when I get the chance this week, I'm going to catch up on Thorne Theater. I haven't caught up with it yet, but I'll fill you on the details later. But huge fan of the show, love it, keep bringing incredible content. Thank you so very much. Who else? Saw them the other day on the train on my way home. To Vikino, Richmond, and Mario, thank you so much. It's always good running into you guys. Love you guys a lot. To my brother Mike Willis, shout out to you. To my other brothers Marvin Tellis and my other play sister Pam Tellis, shout out to you. To my other sister, play sister Wednesday Adams, Christy Ball, thank you so much. Best friend of almost close to 40 years, next to my other best friend that's in my party right now, Matt Unique. I'm talking about Sean the Genius Harris, the president and co-founder of DC and Networks and Power Players. To everybody out in the Harris headquarters on the south side of Chicago, thank you so much. To his sister, the queen of anime, April. Shout out to you. To my only goddaughter in the world, Sarah. Shout out, God Daddy loves you. Shout out to you. And keep in mind, this December I'm gonna take my birthday off so I can go to Con Art, the Elite, another anime fair that's coming here in Chicago in December. I'll be going to that one too, just to let everybody know. And I need to give out one more shout out right now to Sunshine Levi. Shout out to you. And to my followers, not only on YouTube and PlayStation Network, but on Facebook as well, because some people do follow my show on Facebook. Shout out to she was in the hospital. I think she got sick a while back, so I've been following her on Facebook, social media. My newest friend, Miss Misty Blue from Houston, Texas. Shout out goes out to you. To Ava Adams, shout out goes out to you. Who else? Sarah J. Shout out goes out. Yeah, they females, by the way. Just let y'all know. Shout out goes out to you. To Danny League, and the way she spelled her name is Dani. Shout out goes out to you. Who else? Another follower that's on my Facebook show, Clara Ashley. Shout out goes out to you, and thank you for the comments, because you always watching my show. You always put little comments in there. Thank you so much. And Prince, if you got any final comments you want to add to the show, now is the time. And right now, the Spotty 09 show, I don't know if the figures or numbers are right. It's supposed to be at 388. Last time I checked, it was at 342 or 43, I think. I don't want to jinx it, but if it's true, fine. If not, I still got over 300 subscribers. My goal right now is to get over 100,000 subscribers, to let everybody know. I'll fill everybody in details on that later. But for now, Prince, like always, love having you on the show. It's time to bring us home, man. Any final comments, anything you want to say, any blessings you can bring to the show, especially on Remember Pee Wee, however you want to do it. Hey man, just bring us home, man.
Alright, I'm just gonna say this. Life is about is alright.
Right.
Seeking peace.
Right.
Seeking happiness. But you have balance.
Right.
Yes, no one can escape the hard times.
Right.
That will come to everybody.
Oh yeah.
It's just how you had such circumstances in life. It's how you had God had how you overcome.
Right.
It's the most important thing.
Right.
But keep in mind that all has elements in life. It's not supposed to remain stagnant.
Right.
You have to grow, you have to elevate, you have to become a better version of yourself. And it's not about who gets there the fastest.
Right.
It's about getting there at your own pace.
Okay. I like that. I like that.
It's about getting there at your own pace that you are capable of doing on your own, because everyone should know their limitation.
Right. Right.
Learn to show that you can do what you can happen.
Right.
You're able to let you do all things. It's all you can do.
No, I agree. I agree.
This is me the most high.
Right. Right. I agree. right, right.
And just being intent with what you can for that day.
Mhm.
You know, and trying to focus on things that are beyond our control.
Right.
You know, trying to focus on, oh my, tomorrow,
Mm.
the issues, you
Right.
know, the issues of the world. It
Exactly.
can be so overwhelming,
Exactly. Right.
so overwhelming. Um, there's enough going on for the day for you to be so
Yeah.
focused on tomorrow and next week and next month and next year.
Yeah. Right. No, it
Focus on
happens. It
today.
happens. Right.
If
Right.
you focus on today, there's a lot that goes on
Just making it to the day. Yeah. No, I
in
agree.
a few
I agree.
minutes, a few hours,
A, a few moments. Shit. A few moments.
yeah.
Right.
So much. So, we have much to focus on for today. And the thing is, we don't want to overburden ourselves with unnecessary things
Right.
or unnecessary thoughts. Once again, it's about balance and just trying to keep a level head, trying to keep positivity, and trying to stay away from those, negative conditions and just negative things, period. Because you can't have your mind the way you think, your behavior,
Right.
and
Right. Right.
it can affect not only you but those around you as well. So we
Exactly.
have to be mindful of so many different things.
Right.
At the end of the day, we are responsible for what we do
Okay.
for today.
Right.
We are responsible for what we can do. And like I said, just trying to live a simple life. Simple life. It's a need to complicate our life even further. This world is crazy enough.
Man, we ain't far from that now, man. We are definitely not far from that. And again, man, thank you for the words of enlightenment from the unique
Right.
one. I gotta give you a one up on that one, man. So the best way the best way you describe it in your own unique way, but because you went a little higher on that, now it's more of an enlightenment. Hey man,
Right.
you've earned that, brother. I don't care what anybody say. You've earned that.
Thank you, brother.
Like I
Appreciate it.
said, I love when you come on my show and I say, man, bring us home. Again, your words of wisdom, your words of blessing, that kind of relieve everything off of me in some cases, man. And I like I said, best friend online. I love you for that. I appreciate you for that, man. Just
That's much,
even
much respect. Much love.
even just you just stopping in for a few moments, man. I'm happy with that. So again, to the unique one himself, thank you for those words of
Appreciate
enlightenment.
it.
And I
Thank you,
mean
thank you.
and I mean that seriously, man. Well, without further delay, let's end this show right now. And in 3, 2, 1. And when you hear that music, that means my Tuesday morning update special in remembering Pee Wee Herman, aka Paul Rubin, has come to a closure and its final destination. And to, the ass sandwich that was on this show, see, I can do this. This is part of the PlayStation Network. I can bring in sound effects and all that other cool shit. Yeah, let it roll, man. Let it roll. Yeah, y'all boo his ass. Yeah, keep it going. All right, guys. I think he had enough. Well, that is about it. And let everybody know this too will be immediately posted on Facebook. And like always, I will put up the birthday banner, but I will explain how that works on the next show. And if this is your birthday for the month of August, happy birthday from all of us from DC and Networks of Power Players. I guess my next question is, how do I get a shout out on your show as far as birthday? It's the most simplest thing in the world. One, please sub to the show. 2, tell all your friends about the show. 3, after you sub in the show, give me a thumbs up saying that everything's cool. Last but not least, you put inside the comments on what you want me to say on your birthday. And if I happen to see that at random, or if I happen to see it right away, I will personally give you a shout out live here on the Spotty 09 show. And again, that's about it. My time is up. Usually this show will be over in 30 minutes, but since I want to go a little bit extra special for Paul Rubin, this is my way of how I want to remember him. This is my way of saying thank you for all he done for just being a part of humanity. I'm going to go there. Just for him being a part of humanity. Thank you. And that's about it. Anything else you want to say, Prince, before I end it?
Well, I know it's hard for us all, but
Right.
it's not always easy. But we can try to practice to keep humility.
Right.
Because, like so much in life, just being in life, always issues can make all of us to be off with thinking about
Right. Right.
We need to try to keep humility and try to practice love for yourself. You gotta love yourself.
Of course. Of course. I agree.
Sometimes we forget to love ourselves in a way of treating ourselves right. Figuring out
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Mm. Right. Right.
We don't need to go on anymore. We already see how this life is turning into.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
We need to stop hating one another. We need to stop violence. We need to stop all these things that are destroying more things than we realize.
Brother, go ahead.
Continue being aware of nothing.
You're right.
Nothing to appreciate, nothing
You're
to
right.
admire, nothing.
You is absolutely right. And I agree. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy, you know. And I agree. Let me just cut my phone back on for a second. Well, I'm about to end this right now. But again, man, thank you so much, man. And like always, this too will be immediately posted on Facebook. And I'm glad I extended the show for an hour. So leaving comments here on YouTube and on my Facebook. And tell all your friends and everybody about me. All right, I think that's important. But again, thank you so much, everybody, for being a part of this this little eulogy I came up with, and on how I felt about Pee Wee Herman, and hopefully, in leaving the comments on how Paul Rubin, aka his alter ego Pee Wee Herman, how did he influence your life in a nice in weird way, but at the same time, I gotta admit, man, I mean, that's the best way I can, and I mean that out of humble respect, man, out of humble respect. Because that's the way. I mean, everybody has their own way of seeing him. This is the way I see him, but I mean it out of respect. I think he's the nicest, sweetest guy in the world. He's weird, and I mean that out of the most humblest way, man. You know, I mean, I would never say anything to disrespect him on his passing. Never, man. It's just when you see this guy, it's like, you know, he's gonna do something. He's gonna do something. I'm not saying he don't have a serious side. I'm pretty sure he does, but that's the way how I want to remember him. Nice, sweet guy. I don't think you'll hurt a fly. He's weird. I mean, and it's a good kind of weird. Let me just clarify that, it's a good weird. It ain't no bad weird where, you know, I don't want to use him as an example. Like if a motherfucker step outside, he's walking down the street with, you know, naked like a motherfucker trying to catch the bus. That's weird. Yeah. That's fucked up. That is bizarre. That is fucked up weird. What I mean by outlandish, yeah, man. But his weird is a good kind of weird. And what I mean by that is he's gonna make you smile. He's gonna do. I wouldn't care. Goofy. I mean, I'll settle for Goofy. You know, Pee Wee. I'm telling you. Bronx Sushi, large Marge scene from Pee Wee Herman Big's Ventures scared a lot out of me. Shout out goes out to Bronx Sushi 2 now, because you changed it now.
Bronx.
Yeah, he was Bronx Sushi X, but now he upgraded to Bronx Sushi 2, which I think that's cool. Yeah, man, I was telling everybody about Pee Wee's Big Adventure, and then don't forget he made another movie, Bronx Sushi 2, called Pee Wee's Big Top when he joined the circus. So all this, if you miss now, you got a whole hour of footage and bullshit, but at the same time, everything turned out good in the end as far as the show. So, but yeah, man, like I said, that's how I want to remember him. But at the same time, man, I mean it from the bottom of my heart, man. It'll never be another one like him. It'll never be another one like him, man. And at 70 years old, you know, the world, I guess what I'm saying is the world just felt a little less weirder now. And I mean that in a sad way, because when he was here, you can't help. You're going to do it. He's going to do something weird, but at the same time, in a good way. But now that he's gone, and I'm pretty sure he up there with God right now, making all the angels just laugh at his ass or whatever, in a good, weird way. It just feels less weird. And I'm sure, and I mean that deep down in the depths of my heart, man. He's gonna be with us for the rest of, you know, he's gonna be with us forever, man, in our hearts. Now that I know for certain. That's it. Well, this is Darnell Crittenden from DCN Networks and Power Players. I'll talk to everybody later, and later I see everybody next time on the wild side. That's why I'm walking the wolf. Talk to y'all later. Peace out.
Boogie Down Production.
Oh yeah. And like always, until next time, Chicago, until next time, the world, this is Darnell Crittenden from DCN Networks Power Players. Whatever you do, keep playing your games. I'll talk to everybody later, and then probably sometime before the end of the day is out, I'm going to be doing some gameplay on AEW Fight Forever, and we're going to see what's happening there. Y'all catch y'all cast later, and rest in peace, Mr. Paul Rubin, a.k.a. Pee Wee Herman. From Chicago to all four corners of the globe, to the trillions of fans around the world. Thank you. We love you. We miss you. God bless you and your family and beyond. Real truth. I'm out of here. Peace.